Welcome back, focused learners. Today's explainer is an absolute game changer. We're going to demystify two of the most foundational tenses in the English language, giving you exactly what you need to communicate with total clarity and confidence. Let's get right into it. Here is our roadmap for today. First, mastering the present simple. Then, structuring your sentences, navigating common mistakes, and finally, action now with the present continuous.
All right, part 1, mastering present simple, the foundation of everyday English.
Think of the present simple as your absolute go-to tense for everyday conversation. It's what anchors your speech when you're chatting about your daily routines, your habits, random facts, and personal interests. It is literally the bedrock of communicating in English. What's really fascinating to me here is how this one single tense covers just a massive variety of situations. It covers everything from that cup of coffee you drink every morning to universal scientific facts. Whether it's a simple daily routine like, waking up at 7 o'clock, or an unchanging truth like water boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, the present simple handles it all effortlessly. I like to treat grammar a bit like visual math. Building a positive sentence here is just an easy plug-and-play formula. You take your subject, add your verb in its very first form, and attach your object. So I play football. We watch movies. They study English. It's simple, direct, and super effective. Now, here is the absolutely crucial modification rule you've got to remember for this formula. When your subject is he, she, it, or a singular noun like Ollie, you must, and I mean must, add an S or ES to the verb. So, he doesn't play football, he plays football. Ollie doesn't go to school, Ollie goes to school. Make sense? To really nail this tense down, you can use these fantastic vocabulary words to describe that routine-driven nature of the present simple. Words like habitual, which means a behavior done regularly, and consistent, meaning things that remain steady over time. Using a structured approach to practice words like these, it'll dramatically improve your fluency. Moving right along to part 2, structuring your sentences, navigating negatives and questions. Let's see how we tweak things. So now that we have our foundation, how do we say no? Well, it's actually super simple. To form a negative sentence showing an action doesn't happen, we just slide do not or does not right in between the subject and the verb. So I play football becomes I do not or don't play football. For our third-person subjects, we use does not, like she does not watch television. Okay, but what if you want to ask a friend for information? You don't just want to state a negative or positive fact, right? Brilliantly, that visual math formula we talked about just shifts slightly. We just bring do or does right to the very front of the equation. Do you play football? Does she study English? That helper verb right at the start of the sentence signals to the listener immediately that a question is coming their way. All right, part 3, navigating common mistakes, or as I like to call it, the mistake clinic. Welcome to the clinic. First up, always remember our math for those third-person subjects. Leaving off that S is such a common oversight. Saying he play football is completely incorrect. We absolutely have to use he plays football. Here's another super frequent pitfall. It's unnecessarily adding the helping verb am to a simple statement of habit. You definitely do not need to say I am eat rice. Actually, scratch that, you just shouldn't say it. The correct, clean way to express this is simply, I eat rice. And check out this question mistake. This one trips up so many people. When asking a question with does, the S is already baked into the helper verb, so your main verb goes all the way back to its base form. Does he plays cricket is wrong. It has to be, does he play cricket? Phew. Okay, let's take a quick breather from the heavy grammar for a second and look at some fun idioms from our source material. These are fantastic for adding flavor to your conversational English. For instance, you might call an easy task a piece of cake. Or if you're forcing yourself to do something difficult, you might decide to bite the bullet. Or hey, maybe you only do something once in a blue moon, which just means very rarely. Okay, refreshed? Let's hit part 4, action now. Present continuous, stepping into the moment. We are now officially leaving the world of unchanging facts and stepping directly into the ongoing momentum of right now. This tense is absolutely essential in spoken English. Why? Because it gives you the exact tools you need to describe what is happening at the very second you are speaking, whether it's an ongoing activity,
a temporary situation, or even a changing one, the present continuous, which is sometimes called the present progressive, is exactly what you need.
All right, back to our mental math. This new formula requires two key changes. First, adding the be verb as a helper, so that's am, is, or are. And second, attaching an ing to the end of your main action verb. So, I am studying English. She is watching television. They are playing football. See how that works?
And to keep that math perfectly balanced, you have to ensure you pair your subject with the exact right helping verb. I always pairs with am, and he, she, or it always pairs with is. Let's put these side by side because this perfectly illustrates the core contrast we've been talking about. I play football is a general habit. That's our present simple. But they are playing football is happening right now, in this moment. One is an unchanging reality, while the other is an activity actively in progress. So, I want to leave you with a thought. Think about your own daily habits and your current actions right now. Are you just learning English right now, at this exact moment, or do you study it every single day? Master this shift in time, and you truly master the rhythm of the language. Keep practicing, focus learners, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.